In 1999, a new money manager started climbing the most profitable trader ranks, managing to consistently pick the best performing stocks. This was a big deal. Nobody can outperform the market, except maybe for Warren Buffett. Yet the new guy even beat Buffett 400 times over. These returns were unheard of. There was something unusual about this guy. He had a secret that separated him from all other top investors. Because believe it or not, he didn't do cocaine. Oh, and he was also an ape. Not r/Wallstreet bets, I'm gonna gamble my life savings away ape. No, he was a literal chimp. Before his career on Wall Street, 6-year-old Raven Thorogood III was already quite famous, having starred in 3 feature films and various commercials. He was living the Hollywood lifestyle.
It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
With groupie house and doing all that nasty stuff at Diddy parties. But the fame was too much. All the partying and booze took a toll on the little chimp. He didn't want to end up in prison for charges including drunk driving and assaulting a female officer by pissing on a windshield. He was one front page scandal away from a dead career, so he told his agent he needed to find himself again. Maybe do the white girl thing and go work and travel in Australia. Or watch some luck in TikToks, then act mysterious by deleting all Instagram posts. Whatever it was, Raven knew it was time for a different path. But what would a retired chimp actor even do? Meet Roland Perry, a financial analyst with a respectable finance career. Starting out as an options trader at the Chicago Stock Exchange, he grinded the Wall Street ladder with jobs at Merrill Lynch, Payne Webber, A.G. Becker, and finally Drexel Burnham Lambert. Now, because of his work, he witnessed the market crash of October '87 firsthand, and this was kind of a pivotal point of this whole story. For the first time, he started thinking how autistic Wall Street actually was. What are hedge fund managers even doing? They aren't any smarter than your average glue eater. We're in a bull market. Investor psychology is stupid when stocks only go up. And yet there are finance bros out there shit-talking girls for believing in astrology when there are 6 adults in yapping about imaginary stock patterns while staring at you like they just fought in Vietnam. We're now in the dot-com era. Roland quit his job and started his own online newsletter called Internet Stock Review, where he wrote about new small-cap companies. His unique business model was actually pretty cool. Instead of charging ridiculous fees like other bad actors on Wall Street, the startups could pay him in shares, which was a win-win for both parties. His business sense was spot on, because Wall Street started treating anything with .com in its name like a stripper. They just kept throwing money at it. Business was doing well, but deep down he knew the whole .com thing was a bubble, just like '87 all over again. Then there were these arrogant fund managers charging 20% performance fees for mid-results, acting like some miracle fortune teller with the most basic ass advice. That's it. He had enough. Anybody can pick winning stocks during a bubble, because the market only goes up. He wanted to show the world that hedge fund managers are nothing but a bunch of snake oil salesmen. But how could he prove his theory? That's when he remembered a book he once read by Princeton economist Burton Malkiel called A Random Walk Down Wall Street. On one of the pages, the author claims, quote,
a blindfolded monkey throwing darts at a newspaper's financial pages could select a portfolio that would do just as well as one carefully selected by experts.
This was it. If he actually did this experiment and a monkey with the IQ of a toddler would somehow outperform Wall Street's top traders, this would be an RKO to the whole financial industry. So he teamed up with Hollywood animal trainer David Ellensberry, and the star of the show should be none other than the unemployed Raven Thorogood. On January 7th, 1999, the three got together and set up a dartboard with 133 different Nasdaq companies. They utilized the natural instincts of primates, because chimps just love to throw shit at people. But instead of poop, they gave him 10 darts to throw at the dartboard. The 10 stocks randomly chosen by Raven were Audio Highway, CMGI, iMall, Inktomi, Kushner-Lock, ISSX Group, Lycos, NetSpeak, OnSale, and Ozmail. And with the power of friendship, these companies represented the Monkey Decks. They went on to launch the Monkey Decks website, tracking Raven's stock portfolio, so anyone interested in the project could see how Raven performed compared to other investors. The experiment started getting mainstream attention almost immediately. After one of his earliest picks, CMGI increased by 95% in just 6 trading days. This felt like Nancy Pelosi levels of insider trading. But it didn't stop there. By October were 99, Raven was beating 5 of America's top 6 internet fund managers, and he was on track to beat virtually all other technology funds. The media went crazy. A 40 IQ ape was beating Harvard's top business graduates, and by the end of the year, the monkey DEX had a 213% gain, outperforming more than 6,000 professional brokers on Wall Street. In 1999, a chimp with a PhD in piss drinking became the 22nd most successful money manager in the entire US, landing him a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records under the category Most Successful Chimp on Wall Street. The whole industry was in shambles. The L+ ratio was so hard that even 26 years later, this story is still taught in business schools all over the country as a prime example for market randomness. Roland Perry was thrilled. He proved to the world that in a bullish market, individual stock picking had nothing to do with skill, but was rather based on luck and timing, and that hedge fund managers were nothing but a bunch of overpaid idiots. But this also meant he was right about the dot-com thing being a bubble. When it burst in 2000, the monkey DEX basically went to zero. The website was taken down, the hype was gone, nobody gave Raven attention anymore, and the people distanced themselves from the little primate. Raven hit rock bottom. He had just lost everything. Without a purpose in life, he started having all of these dark thoughts. All of this had to come to an end. I wish I could skip this part, but he just couldn't take it anymore. Let's take a moment of silence, because the truth is, Raven Thorogood III was still just a chimp. He didn't even know what he was doing. Why would he care about all of this? He just went back to being a hippie, happy, shit-throwing chimp. All of his friends came to his birthday party, and he was living a long, happy life with loads of bananas. The end.